I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. DFP again with another nerf weapon video. DFP complaining again. Why are you always complaining, bro? Well, I thought I'd put something together right at the beginning of this video to kind of explain the reasoning behind me, suggesting that certain things get changed. And here we go. So this is Destiny 2 in year 1. And this is Destiny 2 in year 2. And this is Destiny 2, or this could be Destiny 2 in year 3.
Look. Pretty, isn't it? Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Does that make any sense to you or not? Or am I just rambling crazy guy? So basically, here's how I currently feel about PvP in general. I actually think things are in a pretty balanced spot. Guns feel good. Obviously the hand cannon thing, could have a little bit more range. But generally speaking, just about every weapon type in the game does feel pretty good to use. The gunplay feels crisp. Even on console, it's not that bad. It feels pretty solid in terms of, the variety of weapon usage, so on and so forth. But there are just one or two things that are just... Everything's kind of in a good spot, and then there are just one or two things that are just kind of batshit crazy. And today we're looking at one of those things, and it is the Recluse. Everybody's favorite heavy machine gun that's really small and in the energy slot. So basically, I want to know what you guys think about Recluse. Let me know in the comment section. Do you think it's balanced and perfectly fine? Did you earn your Recluse in the competitive fires of competitive Crucible? Did you earn those 2100 points, blood, sweat and tears? And now you're thinking, well, I'll be damned if anyone takes my goddamn Recluse away from me. Are you one of those people? I understand it, man. You fought hard to earn your Recluse. I get it. It's a pinnacle Crucible reward. You earned that bad boy and you want to use it in the Crucible. Totally understand that. But the way the weapon works as it is just a little bit too strong. Just a little bit. And I can't really understand anyone who doesn't agree with that. Even in PvE, it kind of invalidates every other energy weapon in the game, and I'm not even a PvE player, so I'm not really going to talk about that. But I'm going to talk about the weapon in PvP. So let's just go over the weapon real quick. Here's how it works. The perk on the weapon, exotic perk, even though it's not an exotic, this is an exotic perk. Master of Arms. Basically, it procs whether you get a kill with Recluse or any other weapon in the game. So it could be a heavy weapon kill, it could be, a missile launcher kill, aka a mountaintop kill. It could be a shotgun kill. It could be anything, right? And then for 5 seconds, your Recluse is going to do 25 damage to the head and 25 damage to the body. Now, yeah, as soon as you hear that, you think, whoa, that's crazy. And hear me out. I actually kind of understand where they were going with doing, body shot damage the same as precision damage. Especially on console, those 900 RPM SMGs have a shit ton of recoil, and it's very hard to hit crits. So in order to make the weapon desirable and worth going after, they made it crazy good. Now that opening clip where I showed the Joker scene where he's blowing up the hospital, and that's Destiny 2 Forsaken, if you don't really still understand the metaphor behind that, it's like the game was so dry in year 1 that in order to kind of rescue the game and make up for how dry and bland the first year was, they just turned everything up to 999 bajillion, you know what I mean, on the crazy scale. You've got One-Eyed Mask, you've got fucking, Recluse, Jotun, Bottom Tree Striker, all the broken exotics at the beginning, like Ursa Furiosa. I would do a Sentinel Super. The second my super ends, I would pop another one. You have wall hacks on Spectral Blade, Quizzent Vest was crazy. Like your super lasts like 2 minutes or 3 minutes or something crazy like that. You had the Shards of Galanor that would give you a super back straight away. Nova Warp was crazy good. Supernova's insane. One-shot grenade. Not Forgotten, Luna's Howl, killing in 0.3 seconds at times. Now, they just went, like, you've gone from one extreme to the other, basically, year 1 to year 2. And I understand why they did it. At the end of the day, people need to understand and appreciate what an amazing job Bungie did to turn the game around. Most games would not survive that first year that Destiny 2 had in terms of the bad reception from fans and press and everyone basically was not, looking at the game in a good light. They turned it around. Forsaken was insane. And I think maybe it was also partly just to sell the game to people. They had to make things super amazing and super strong and crazy. And that's exactly what they did. And it worked. And like for the first 6 months PvP, you kind of just, everyone just kind of loving it. But then that power creep starts to set in and things just get crazier and crazier and easier and easier. And you get to this point where things are just completely batshit crazy. And that's not sustainable, really. What you want to do then is you want to take, your experiences from the first year and the second year, the craziness, the bloodness, and let's kind of meet in the middle. Now, will it ever be truly possible to achieve complete balance in Destiny 2 PvP? No, it won't be, because part of the whole, part of the persona of the game is having crazy weapons and crazy abilities and all of that. So it's never going to be perfectly balanced. However, I feel like Destiny 1 PvP kind of met the middle ground a lot better in that way, because there was certainly crazy weapons and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the PvP felt rewarding because of, having good aim and good, movement skills and all of those kind of basic things that give you a buzz, like getting a headshot with a sniper rifle or a chaperone in my case. It just gives you that little buzz, that little feeling of, rewarding yourself for doing something that took a little bit of, aim or whatever. Same thing getting a 3-tap with a hand cannon, having good movement, outplaying someone with, jukes, stuff like that, just outgunning people and outplaying them with, the abilities, the movement, and the crispy gunplay. That, for me personally, that's, when the game's at its most enjoyable. I kind of went off on a tangent there, but that brings you back to the Recluse. The way it works, it's too good to be satisfying, in my opinion, because you can proc the perk off a grenade launcher, rocket kill, whatever you want to call mountaintop, so it doesn't really require any precision. You just blast a dude with that. You then switch to Recluse and you're now spraying someone in the foot for 25 damage, and it's too much. It's that was a year 2 thing. We're in year 3 now, so let's kind of try and iron some things out of the game. The one-eyed mask mountaintop Recluse combination, it's just a little bit too crazy. I was using it today, obviously, for the video, obviously, because I don't normally run that loadout. And it's like, you don't have to think about what you're doing. You don't have to have good aim. You don't really have to have good movement. There's just not much going on there. And what I would like to suggest about Recluse and how to make it a little bit more balanced are basically 2 things I would change on it. And I'm going to make a reference to Destiny 1 again. And actually the exotic that I use, the Chaperone, if you guys didn't play Destiny 1, obviously the Chaperone was in Destiny 1. And the Roadborne perk, you guys probably know that perk, right? Getting a headshot with the Chaperone increases range, precision, rate of fire, all of that stuff. In Destiny 1, if you got a headshot kill with your primary weapon, that would proc Roadborne on Chaperone, and then you could switch to Chaperone and you have Roadborne. And it's probably the one thing that's similar to the way Master of Arms worked that I can think of, but it had to be a precision kill. So if you got a headshot with your hand cannon, Roadborne's now active on Chaperone, and obviously you can take advantage of that, right? That's how I would play. If I got a headshot with my primary, I would push up more aggressive, because obviously I know Roadborne's active and the Chaperone's in fucking Super Saiyan mode right now. And it was nice. It felt good because it rewarded you for getting a precision kill, and then you could take advantage of that with the Chaperone, which is obviously a precision weapon in the first place. Now, what I'm saying with the Master of Arms perk for Recluse is do something similar with that, in that if you want to activate it, it needs to be a precision kill, and that eliminates the cheese loadout that is Mountaintop and Recluse, because you can't get precision kills with a Mountaintop. But that's the only weapon that you can't do that. You could pair it up with any other weapon in the kinetic slot, and as long as you land that headshot, your Recluse turns into an absolute monster. And I think that's fair. I don't know how you guys feel. So you get a precision kill with Recluse itself, or with your kinetic weapon. Boom, you got Master of Arms. Now to the perk itself, like I said before, I understand why they made it 25 to the head, 25 to the body. But again, it's too extreme. It's too Destiny 2 year 2. And a middle ground, I feel, would be to keep the headshot damage at 25, but reduce the body shot damage to something closer to regular headshot damage. So you still get more body shot damage than before, quite a lot more, but you're not doing the same as you would get for precision shots. Again, rewarding good aim and making the weapon very deadly, but you have to earn that lethality. It's not just handed to you on a plate. You have to earn that ability to do well with the weapon. And I know people are big on always talking about how they earned their Crucible rewards, like the Recluse, and how they earned their Mountaintop. Well, in my opinion, you should also earn the ability to be that lethal with a, kinetic weapon or a weapon that takes primary ammo. You gotta remember, Recluse isn't a special weapon, but it kills, very, very fast to the point where you don't need to use a special. And again, I think that's good in the sense of variety for the game. So there are definitely some good, good points to be taken from Recluse as well. But basically, that's all I have to say on Recluse, and I had a little bit of talk about the balance of the Crucible and my thoughts on it. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed listening to me talk, don't forget to hit that like button and consider hitting subscribe as well for more Destiny 2 Shadowkeep content.